Hello, Scramblers. It's lovely to see you. It's Sarah here. And we've missed you over half term, but we hope you're well and been enjoying the sunshine. Now, as usual, at Scramblers, I've got my little friend with me, and he's in the bag that's just here. And what we're going to have to do, as usual, because I think he's asleep, is we're going to have to wake him up. So we're going to have to say, if I say 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to have to shout, "Wake up, Fred," as loudly as you can to wake Fred up because he's fast asleep. Are you ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Fred! No, I'm really sorry. I don't think he could hear you, actually. I need to shout a bit louder. You need to shout a bit louder. Are you ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Fred! Oh, I think that might have done it. Well done. Good shouting, everybody, because here he comes. Oh, Fred, oh, you can't see anything. You need to take your hand off your eyes. There we are. Oh, you're excited. You're going to say hello to the boys and girls. Oh, you're very excited to be back again, yeah. Oh, you've been watching animals in the garden. What animals have you seen? You've seen squirrels in the trees. I love watching the squirrels in the trees. Have you seen any? You've seen bunny rabbits in the fields. Yes, actually, when I've been for a walk, I've seen some bunny rabbits running around too. You've loved hearing the birds singing. Oh, and you've even heard some foxes. Yes, I've heard some foxes at night making a lot of noise. You love animals. I love animals too. Yeah, you're right. Our true story from the Bible today has lots of animals in it. Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll play a game first, Fred says, before we get to the Bible story. Oh, and you need the boys and girls help in the story. Fantastic. Okay, Fred, well, why don't you say goodbye to the boys and girls now, and then we'll play the game that you've got for us with the animals. Is that okay? Okay, brilliant. Say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye to Fred. Wave and bye-bye. Thank you, Fred, very much. Very squeaky today. Well done. Right, well, let's see if we can play Fred's game. His game is that I'm going to show you some animals, and you have to guess what animal it is. I'm going to show them, and I'm going to do it quite slowly in front of the camera. So, and you shout out as soon as you think you know what animal it is. Now, it's on a red board, so don't be surprised. Let's see, can you work out what animal is on the board? You can see some legs, maybe a tummy. It's a bit black and white. Did you get it? Shout it out. Did you get it? It's a cow. Well done if you got that one. Fantastic. Should we do another one? Soon as you think you know what it is, why don't you shout it out at the screen? Here's another one coming. Can you work out what animal this is? Oh, again, some feet and some fur and a big mouth. Can you shout it out? Do you know what it is? It's a lion. Big, scary lion. Rawr. Amazing. Good. Well, let's see if we can do, you can guess what this one is. Oh, there's two here. There's a mummy and a baby. See if you can work out what this is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can you work out what it is? Shout it out if you know what it is. Oh, there it is. It's a little duck and a little baby duck, little duckling. Quack, quack. Amazing. Right. What about this one? This was a bit different, a bit bigger than the duck that we've just had. As soon as you know what it is, see if you can shout it out. You can again see the legs, some big feet. Oh, what colour is it? Can you work it out what animal that might be? Shout it out if you know. Oh, he's got a big nose and some big ears. It's an elephant. Did you get that one? I hope you did. There's the elephant. Should we do one more? One more. This is the last one. Now, who's going to get this first? Do you think you know what this one is? Shout it out when you know. Oh, there's a tail and some feet, some fur. Oh, it's a little pussycat. Did you get that one as well? A little meow. Amazing. Well done. Well, do you know, Fred said that there are some animals in our story, in our true story from the Bible today. Today, for the next few weeks in Scramblers, we're going to do some stories from the Bible that go right back to the Old Testament, right back before Jesus was born. But in our story, there are animals, but they're not the most important part of the story. The most important part of the story is what we learn about God. So let's see what we can learn about God from our first story, and that is the story of Noah. And I'm going to be using this book by the Good Book Company called Noah and the Very Big Boat by Tim Thornborough and Jennifer Davison. And they have allowed us to use these pictures, which I'm going to show you now. There we go. There are our pictures. Now, I'm going to need your help with this, because in our story, there are some words that need repeating. So if I say a word 3 times, then perhaps you could help me by saying it 3 times where you are afterwards as well. Okay, and then we're going to learn more about God from our story today. So it starts off, and God said, I am sad because everyone is bad, bad, bad. Can you say that with me? Bad, bad, bad. And God said to Noah, I am going to splash, splash, splash them all away. Can you say that with me? Splash, splash, splash. But God said to Noah, I promise I will keep your family safe, safe, safe. Can you say that? Safe, safe, safe. Well, God told Noah to build a very big boat. And he went chop, 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 chip, chip, chip. Can you make the boat with Noah? Chop, 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 chip, chip, chip. And then he said, bam, 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 bash, bash, bash. Bam, 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 bash, bash, bash. Noah did exactly what God had said. When he built the boat, the animals came into the very boat, the very big boat, 2 by 2. Now, what animals can you see there? And can you make the noise that they say? I can see some lions there. Can you do a roar? Rah, rah. I can see some birds. They go squawk, squawk, squawk. There's some sheep there. They say ba, ba, ba. And there are some pigs there down the bottom. I think they say oink, oink, oink. Can you spot any other animals too? Well, Noah and his wife and their 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, all went into the ark with the animals. There they are in the picture. God shut the door to keep them all safe, 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 just as he promised. Can you say that with me? Safe, safe, safe. Now for this one, we see that the rain came down for 40 days and for 40 nights, just as God had promised. And for this one, I think you need to do some rain with your fingers like this. And you can say any of these noises as we say them. Drop, 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 drip, 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 plop, 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 plip, 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 gush, 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 splish, 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 slosh, slosh, slosh. The rain came down, and the land was flooded so that everything was underwater. God washed away everything that was bad, bad, bad. You say that with me? Bad, bad, bad. But Noah and his family were safe, safe, safe. Safe, safe, safe in the very big boat, just as God had promised. And the water drained slowly away. Oh, there's some good sounds here you can copy with me. Gurgle, 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 glug, glug, glug. Can you do that? Gurgle, 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 glug, glug, glug. And suddenly, the very big boat came to rest on Mount Ararat, and it went thump, bump, plonk. Can you say that with me? Thump, bump, plonk. And then Noah sent out birds to see if the land was dry again. Can you pretend to be a bird with me? Caw, caw, caw. Can you say that? Caw, caw, caw. And the doves said something like, coo, 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 coo. And then when the dove came back with an olive leaf in its beak, Noah knew that the flood had ended. And Noah and his family and all the animals came out of the very big boat into the wonderful, washed, clean world that God had given them. And God had kept them all safe, 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 just as he had promised. Can you say that with me? Safe, 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 just as he had promised. And God made another special promise that day. He said, people will still be bad, but I promise I will never again wash them all away. And God put a rainbow in the sky to remind everyone of his promise. So every time you see a rainbow, remember that God always, always, always keeps his promises. Can you say that with me? Remember that God always, always, always keeps his promises. That's a great story, isn't it? And it teaches us about God and how he always keeps his promises. Shall we say a prayer? And then we'll think about a craft. Dear God, thank you for this true story about Noah. Thank you that it reminds us that you always keep your promises. Amen. Now, you've probably seen quite a lot of rainbows around. People have stuck them in their windows, haven't they? Partly to say thank you to the NHS and to the carers, to the doctors and nurses who are looking after people who aren't very well. And it's lovely to see all those rainbows around because it also reminds us that God always, always, always keeps his promises. And I thought at the Scramblers that it might be nice for our craft to make a rainbow. And at church, at Binscombe Church on Barnes Road, we are making a rainbow with some handprints. Now, you could either make them with putting your hand in some paint and letting it dry and putting it on the paper and letting it dry, making a handprint and then cutting it out. Or what I've done here is I've cut out some red and yellow and pink and green and blue hands. I've drawn around my hand on some paper, or you could draw around your hand on some white paper and colour it in if you wanted to, if you haven't got any coloured paper at home, and then cut them out. And we thought we'd make a big rainbow at Binscombe Church, just like these ones in the picture. So if you'd like to do that, you can draw around your hands and cut them out, get some grown-ups to help you cut them out. Or you could do some colouring on a handprint, or you could do them in paint if you wanted. You'd be welcome to, and you can send them to Binscombe Church at Barnes Road. That would be wonderful. And then we're going to make a big picture of lots of different handprints. So if you'd like to join in with that and make our rainbow, you can. I'm also going to send the grown-ups a couple of links actually to a song, and it's a song that talks about lots of different people in the Bible and talks about how God always keeps his promises. And one of them is just the song, the words with some pictures, and one of them has some actions with it, because I know that some of you really like to do actions and like to dance around when we do some singing. So if you'd like to do the actions and learn the actions, you can. The first verse is all about Noah and how God kept his promise to Noah. So you can enjoy that in the week. Lovely to see you. Hope to see you next week, and stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.